Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, July 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 30 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 78 degrees with a high of 83 and a low of 68. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And the what of coloring, the how of coloring, and why. Guys, we are the emotional refuge where we are united through coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch my broadcasts after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when they download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Mamie. Hi, Mamie. All right, so if you guys would hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Mamie, looks like you're like number one. Number one. All right. So the format of the broadcast is I always start to color. I start coloring in a piece that I give to you. It's a buddy color so that you can pace me and color with me. This one happens to be from my book, Quilted Treasures Jubilee. It is available on Amazon or from me for less money via PDF. So we're having a lot of fun with this. Beautiful, beautiful images in here. There's a few images on the back. And also don't forget that I've got a group coloring guide. So when I launch a book, I put up the images in color so you can take a look at them and get some ideas for it. All right. Then the second image that I'm coloring is from Kirby Roseanne's. This is Mythic World. Oh, Mamie, you got your pencils. Did you try them out yet? Hello, Carmen. Emily, hello. Emily. So anyway, this is from Mythic World. Okay, not yet. Got them a little bit ago. We'll try them when I color after the broadcast. Okay, sure. I think this is such a cool piece. We'll have a lot of fun with it. Okay. Thank you for all the feedback, guys, that you've been giving me on this piece and your messages. I think it's a nice little piece. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Okay. So let's play around with the ocean a little bit. Now, I'm going to use my light, medium, and dark that I use for my dragon on the turquoise. But I'm also going to add some green. So we want a medium green. Yeah, there we go. I will swatch that for you. I will. And meanwhile, guys, tell me, how's your day today? Win, lose, or draw? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Happy Monday to one and all. Hello, Maggie. Mamie and Molly, M&M. Mamie, is that what you mean when you do M&M? Mamie and Molly. I think that's so cute. And I'm also going to pull a pale yellow or a yellow. So let me show you the green and the yellow. This is in addition to the other turquoise that I had in. So I got a question for my M&Ms. Is this regular M&Ms or is it peanut? Mamie and Molly and Maggie have my back during my broadcast, and when I need things, they are willing to run for it for me. And that is always very much appreciated. Peanut, of course. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That was on my lips to sing that, but I didn't want to influence your answer. Okay. Let me swing my light around here. Oh, let's see. There's Sandy. All right. Now, and my three amigos, uno, dos, tres, Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Hello, Michelle. Carmen, hello. Carmen, you know that when I hear your name and see you, I think of Carmen Miranda. Which is neither here nor there. It's just something that pops into mind. Okay, so we're going to start with our light green. And I'm going to spot color some areas, so you'll just need to trust me on this one. Well, of course, you always trust me anyway. Silly people. I'm in the lower left-hand corner. Oh, your name is Carmen Maria. Oh. There you go. Now remember how I've told you to put in pencil? You start in lightly. Keep stroking the pencil until you get the shade that you want. All right. And then I'm going to come in with my light yellow. So your mom, yeah, so your mom was close to Carmen Miranda, but no cigar. Yeah, I always tell people that if my last name, which is Vick, V-I-C-K, of course, you guys know that, if I had had an S on the end of it, I would have been famous and rich. You know, Vicks cough drops. But that's okay. Okay, light green on our little splotch here. I'm telling you, one letter can make all the difference in the world. And then I'm going to put a little green along here. And then I'm going to put some green here. And I think you can already see, you'll see it when I pull out, how pretty this is going to look. And then we'll come over here to this larger wave. I'm going to put a little green here. Don't forget to turn your pencil because we're in some very small spaces. Okay. We'll do the rest of it later. Guys, please be sure to hit that like button. Okay, now we're going to do our turquoise, which is our light, medium, and dark. It is the same turquoise that I'm using on my dragons. So guys, how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? I'll say win. I got packages today. You know, it's always fun to get packages. Although it was household stuff I needed, but still. Linda, draw. Linda, how is your healing going? Maggie, draw. Don't forget to turn your pencil. Anybody else? Win, lose, or draw? Win, something neat happened. Lose, something not so great happened. And draw means draw. Excuse me, I'm healthy. 3 sneezes. Okay, so that's my dark. Then I'm going to come in with medium. Linda, not good. Your leg is wrapped up to your knee but keeps rolling down and takes some of my skin with it. Oh. Oh, thank you, Carmen and Linda. Hello, Blossom. Okay, I'm going to go behind my boat a little bit. Hello, Thomas. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. Carmen, Emily, yes. As soon as I get my book. Now they're telling me it's supposed to come in Thursday. I think last time was Saturday. I'll do a flip through, we'll do a picture. All right, no problem, Thomas. Thomas, maybe you need to start setting an alarm on your iPhone. Okay, a little bit of green here. Now, while I'm in the back, I'm going to come in with my light. And then my medium. Back to my light again. Okay, Sandy. Looking pretty cool. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of my light turquoise and put it over my green. Okay, let me pull out so you can see what I have, and I need to get a tissue. Symphony. Oh, Blossom, that's a good one. I love it. Excuse me, guys, gotta use a tissue. All right. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to grab some water before I forget. Okay. Anthony. We know who the troublemaker is in this group. Okay. Light turquoise. And then my medium. And then the medium down a little bit on the other side of this crest. Not to be confused with Crest toothpaste. And why I thought of that, I have no idea. Sandy, yes. These are the turquoises. All right, Maggie, thank you, that I've been using all along. The same ones that I used on the dragon. Of course, I know you say it with playfulness. But I really like Symphony. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. All right. Here's a little bit of our light. And then our medium. And then I'm going to use my light to start blending this together. Now, be sure that you get really picky with the way that you color your waves. Notice how I left a little bit of white right there. Boy, that's pretty. Okay, let's pop over here. Now, for anybody that's watching, we can get this picture to you and you can color it with me. Mamie, go ahead and put the link to this breaking news for this picture in my group. All you have to do is click on that link, print out the picture, and you can start coloring with me. Okay. And then here's my dark. You want to see my electric pencil sharpener? Okay. It's an AFMAT vertical. What do you want to see about it? Okay. All right, so right under this wave here, Maggie, you've got the blue one? Okay. Yeah, I thought that this one was dying, and I purchased another one when it was on sale, so I got purple. Now, my suggestion would be, guys, if you ever replace your AFMAT, is save the lid and the container, the plastic sides, from your old one, and that way if you crack anything on the new one, you've got replacement parts. Oh, the purple one is gorgeous. All right, check out how we're doing our lighter turquoise here. Here's my light. And then my medium. Okay, Mamie. Look how that medium in the middle of that light is really making that wave. Okay. And then my medium just above the screen. Okay, now let's get up to the bow of the ship. Here's my medium. And then my dark. And then a little bit of light in between here. Oh, I've got to get my new sharpener out. This one keeps, I hate to throw away stuff. Oh, and when you go to replace your sharpener, keep your old power cord and label it. Okay, here's my dark. Now be real picky, get in between where your white is. Oh, good. Thank you, Mamie. Hey, Mamie, I really appreciate that you test out the links. That's really thinking on your feet. Thank you. Okay. Then my dark. Then my medium. And then our light. Okay, Mamie, thank you. Here's my medium. Don't forget to turn your pencil. And then my light. In other words, guys, pay really close attention to your light, mediums, and darks on your waves. Okay, let me pull out. Okay, Blossom. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my light green and I'm going to shade over the top of this light turquoise. Don't go heavy with it, just a little bit. And then I'm going to blend with my finger in my other areas. Now, when you're done, your piece should look approximately like this. But I'm going to take my light blue and I'm going to blend a little more. What's my next touch to these waves? I'm going to add a little of this turquoise over my green. It's a little more green than what I want. We'll get some blue in there. Guys, what's the next touch to my waves? All right, don't everybody answer at once. If we wait long enough, ILene will tell us. Oh my. Payne's gray, guys. All right. So now I'm very lightly going to start enhancing my darker areas of my waves. And the areas that I'm going to enhance are the ones that come up into a smaller area. See? And then a little bit down the side. But see where this V is? Now, don't get stupid with your Payne's gray, guys. Remember, you want to see the effect and not the color. And a little will go a long way. Okay. Everybody with me on this? Now, again, I am barely touching the page with this color. It's very powerful, as is black. Okay. Now, on these areas here, Where am I going to put my Payne's Gray? Somebody tell me. Come on, guys. I know you know this. Somebody tell me. In the creases. Thank you, Julie. Butterfly touch. Hello, Kathy. A little bit of a blend. And then notice down here, I'm right on the edge. See it? Okay, next area. Notice how I'm going on either end. And then I'm going to come along over the top just to create that depth effect. And I want you to notice as I'm doing that, how that really pulls in the dimension of the wave. So I'm just underneath the high point. And then I'm underneath here because we've got this wave portion on top folding on itself. Now, don't get streaky with this. If you do, it'll screw up the effect. And don't forget to blend in. And notice how underneath the top of that wave, underneath the bottom of the foam, as soon as I add a little bit of that gray, that makes that foam stick out. So definitely underneath the lip of that foam. Okay, going back to my previous foam, right here by the bow. As soon as I add that Payne's Gray, that makes that foam look like it's sitting on top. And that's what you want. Barely touching the paper, guys. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Okay, Blossom. Check out the Payne's Gray underneath the splash up against the boat. Again, as soon as I put that on the underside there, boom, we got dimension. All right, let me go back here. Now, see how I'm putting that little bit of shading underneath the wave here? Look how cool that's looking. That works, Blossom. Just watching and relaxing was a hectic day. Here for the calm, good vibes. There you go. Is everybody catching this? How this dimension is starting to show up? Now, don't just put Payne's Gray around your waves just to do it. You've got to do it with purpose. My Linda, my Linda. Hi, sweetie. From number 11. Guys, is everybody clear how I'm shading this? Yes, no, maybe. All right. And can you clearly see how adding this gray next to the waves makes them pop? I'll zoom out in a second, Sandy. Hold on, guys. Let me change something. All right. Oh, you still see Johnny Depp on the deck. All right. Don't forget, after I color the ship, somebody needs to remind me to put depth on it. Okay. A little bit of a finger blend. And then I'm going to take my Payne's Gray and I'm going to come down next to this wave. And don't forget to blend it out. And then we'll do the same thing here. Thomas, go on Amazon and search the term heavy duty pencil sharpener. And then a little Payne's Gray up here. To define that area. And then on my longer area here, blend it out, of course. And then underneath here. Don't forget to turn your pencil. Let me pull out. So what do you think? How do you guys like the dimension? Isn't that cute? This water looks really churny. Okay. And again, if anybody that's new is watching this broadcast, we can get you this image. This is our buddy color. You can catch up with us on your own time and then color with us. Okay. Now we're starting to get into the quilted area of this little puppy. So I'm going to take my Payne's Gray. And I'm going to start to work those quilted lines. Now, in order for this to work, they've got to be very thin. Now I'm going to add a little bit of indentation here on this quilt block. So very, very lightly with the Payne's Gray. I mean, just brush your pencil over it. Add that little bit of that edge. And I'm going to bring that in just a little bit to shade that. Okay, Kathy. And then just a little bit of a smudge with your finger. Now I'm going to put a little bit of shading here near the top of this line. And notice how I'm bringing that Payne's Gray to a point. And see, almost like a star. And then adjust accordingly with your pencil. Tweak it. And then I'm going to come around this edge here on the left-hand side. And I'm shading that and then bringing my Payne's Gray out a little bit. See how I'm doing that? And the more I do that, the more it makes this area look very dimensional. Check that out. Take a look at this and color accordingly. All right, now I'm going to color up the square, the two squares next to this water so we can start getting that defined. Blossom, yes. I use a wood glue. I buy the pencils from Amazon Basics. You buy them unsharpened. You cut them in half, the pencils, and then you glue your little nubbies to it. Works great. I've got a whole jar full of little nubbies that I really need to be gluing together. Okay, orange. Grab yourself a medium orange and a light orange. Oh, thank you, Blossom. Just playing around with some colors. I told you purple was my favorite color. Not too bad for doing this myself. I'm not a manicurist. I go on YouTube and I look at videos how to do this. Okay. I figured you guys needed a little entertainment with my nails. Okay, darker orange. It's a medium orange. Emily is lurking. Okay. All right. So we need to get in between this little flower here. Your manicures always come out good on your left hand, but my right hand always comes out wonky. Oh, same here, because I'm right-handed, so of course your left hand looks the best. Hey, you just do the best you can, right? Okay, notice that we have some little orange spots here, darker, on this main part. We want that pattern to show up, so we need to go in between these little teeny tiny spots. Blossom, that's why my decorations on my nails aren't really too complicated, because I need to be able to do it with my left hand. Although, if you practice, you get better, as with anything else. Okay. Light orange. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there we go. Get yourself a nice light orange. Hello, coloring. And then I'm going to go over my light area. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Now let's pop over to our next panel. I'm going to pick out a light, medium, and dark orange. Tini, I'm going to pull out, and you can see where we are on this. Okay. What color did I just use? It was this one. Oh, Tini, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to do this flower. I'm going to come in with a dark orange. Then my medium orange. And a very, very pale yellow. Well, to me, I've done a lot of skin. I'm glad what I'm doing is inspiring you. Skin is not hard. For some reason in the coloring community, people say it is. Okay. Next flower, my dark. My medium. And my light. Blossom, are you coloring this with me? Okay, last area, a little bit of dark, a little bit of medium, and then my light. To me, you should always use 3 colors. Okay, I'm going to add a little more orange elsewhere here. A little bit of the darker orange in the center here, just very lightly. We'll put a little bit of the darker orange on the outside to frill that up. And then my lighter orange. And that'll blend everything in and make it smoother. Okay, Sandy, the colors that I used on the first pane, it's an orangey pink. And then a medium orange. Guys, don't worry about the exact colors that I'm using here. If I say a light, medium, and dark orange, go into your pencils and pull a light, medium, and dark orange. Okay, now I'm going to use this orange again. I'm on the right hand side. And I'm going to use it for my medium area. Now, be sure when you're doing this is that you leave areas to put your light orange in between where you're putting your medium. So in other words, right here, you don't want that to be solid medium. So Blossom, are you going to go back and then color this when you watch my video or what? Tani, when you're doing skin, you should always be using your 3 colors. And then I always put a little bit of a blush on the neck. Okay, so there's my darker orange, my pinkish orange, and then I'm going to come in with my light orange, not my medium, but my light. And we'll color over that. And don't forget to turn your pencil. Slight finger blend. Tani, always keep a sharp point. Okay, let me pull out. I'd really like to continue with this, but we have other fish to fry. Okay, Thomas, thanks for letting us know. Oh, I really want to do this panel. Okay, I'm going to do the panel. We'll play with Kirby Roseanne's in a few minutes. Okay, now remember on the dragons when I used that dark blue, so I had a light, medium, and dark turquoise? And then I added an extra dark. It's that extra dark that I'm going to start using on this panel. Now, before I do that, I'm going to use my dark of my water just to define this edge right here. Okay, Blossom and Tani, what confusion are you guys talking about? Tani, what? You thought the grayscale was already colored? Okay, I'm just doing my water piece here. Okay, Linda. Linda, I'm glad you made it this far. Sleep well. Oh, Blossom, you didn't know the grayscale coloring was a thing till last year when you found my channel. Gotcha. And remember, we've colored gray pencil on gray grayscale, right? Good night, Linda. Good night, Linda. Good night, Linda. So glad you made it tonight. Oh, maybe I should do my soft kitty song. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Okay, so here's my extra dark blue. sweat the details, guys. Okay, and then I'm going to take my darkest turquoise and use that as my medium. Anybody having any problems with this? Guys, if you're not coloring on this project, what are you coloring on? Okay. And then I'm going to use my medium turquoise as my light on this. A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. And notice how I'm using this last shade to blend everything. Sipping your iced coffee and just taking notes on techniques and color combos. How cute is that? Now, if need be, I'm going to finesse this a little bit and use a little bit of white Tani, you take notes, you're working on a book called Gleefully Green. Now notice, oh Thomas, yeah, soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Okay, White. Don't get stupid with it. Just enough to lift up these center parts. Oh, is that pretty? Who's singing this song with me? All right, let me pull out. Now I'm happy. Okay, now I got a boatload of pencils here. Oh, the things I do for you guys. All right. Any questions? And if you think this looks very pretty, wait till you see what I do with the rest of this. That's right, I know you guys sing along. And I know you can't help it. Gee, would I do that on purpose? Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Sandy, good night. Next image. Purr, purr, purr. Mythic World, Kirby Roseanne's. We were playing around with the fire. Take care, Sandy. Okay. Now I'm going to come back in with a darker brown. Remember, when I come in with colors, I'll tint them in first, and then we'll go ahead and play around with the shading and the shadowing. Now, I want you to notice on the brown here, on the darker brown, let me move something here. That I'm not just adding the darker brown around the base, I'm also adding the darker brown where the layers of the hair would be. So, see how we got this area right here? Details, guys, details. So we need to figure out our crevices on the hair so we can go ahead and take advantage of them with our color. Everybody clear on that? One of these days I'll have to sing the full Soft Kitty song. My understanding is that there's more lyrics to it. See what a difference this makes when I'm highlighting the shades and shadowing of the brown hair. And then I'm going to bring that brown right up into my red. And now all of a sudden, we've got dimension in our red. Well, look at that. So not only am I creating dimension in the red, but I'm also giving it a realistic look that'll blend together beautifully. Okay, let's get a couple more of these layers here. Guys, I want you to be looking for this stuff. When you color something, you should be saying, how can I make that dimensional? Or you should be saying, what would ILene do with this? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just cleaning up the face a little bit. Let me pull out so you can see how this is looking. And then we've got the same idea as I blend into the orange with my red. I'm going to be looking for those strands in hair. Oh, that's good, Kathy. Tani, how do I know where to put the highlights? Do you mean on the brown hair? Tani, what I look for, if you look at the original drawing, you can see the lines where Kirby drew in the individual groupings of hair. So I followed his lines and I put a little bit of shading on it. That's how we got our areas. And then, speaking of highlights, this area here down below and this area up here are darker. So I need to highlight a little bit with my white because this part of the hair is sticking up, the curved part is sticking up a little more. So of course it's going to be lighter. And then we've got a nice blend. We want that blend to be as natural as possible. Okay. Tani, does that answer your question? Okay, let's take a look. Now, remember last night when I drew my circle with my compass to indicate where my light area is going to be? So tell me, yeah, the blending blending is key. You want that to look natural. I don't want to see any clumps of color. Whoop. Drop the pencil, hold on. Okay, I'm just erasing out a little bit of this here. Guys, what's the most important skill to learn in adult coloring? And while you're answering that question, so I've drawn my little circle where the fire is influencing the stuff around it. So what do you think is happening to that broom? Blending, that's right. You've got to get blending under control. You need to understand why you blend and what you blend. And blending is defined as what? One color seamlessly disappearing into the next. As Mamie started to say. Whoop, don't retract it. Put it up, Mamie. Mamie started to say it when one color seamlessly disappears into the next. Now, you want to make sure that you don't... Oh, tomorrow you've got book club. Thank you, Kathy. Dolores Farr, hello. Dolores. Dolores, I start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, Mamie. We got it. Perfect. So, I'm going to come in and I'm going to start to color my broom. Now, remember when I told you about the pencil? Don't color over the pencil, because if you do, it's going to show up. Dolores, it's 9:13 my time. Good night, sweet Kathy. Okay. Guys, what's going to happen to the broom? Near the fire. And that's an obvious question, isn't it? It's going to start to catch on fire. So I'm going to start with my red. You're an hour different. You're an hour ahead of me. So when I start my broadcast at 7 p.m. Central, that's 8 p.m. your time. Guys, what's going to happen to the broom? So, Dolores, pop in at 8 p.m. your time. That's right, Tini. The broom is feeling the heat. Dolores, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Every day. I'm here for you guys. Well, being here for people is very important to me. So I'm here for people that need company, that have disability. People are welcome in here whether they color or not. Okay, notice how I'm following the darker color of the broom around my circles that I put in with my compass, right? Well, Dolores, I agree with you. It is very kind, and I like being here for other people. Okay, then I'm going to come in with a darker brown yet. And again, I want you to notice that I'm following that curve, because this is the part of the broom that's going to be lit up from her hair being on fire. Now, as we get the coloring to the trees, you'll see how this really makes sense. Now, I've got to get my compass here and double check something. Oh, this is going to be interesting, trying to find that hole. Oh. Oh, let's see where I put that. Okay, give me a minute while I figure this out. Oh, it absolutely is fun to share what you know. Dolores, I have a master's degree in adult education. And so I love using those skills and techniques to teach. Okay, I need to bring my dark brown down just a little bit more. Okay. Now, let's play. So, we decided that the broom is going to burn a little bit, right? So I'll put that red on, the orange, and a little bit of the yellow. Now, keep in mind, your flames are going to go, what, straight up. So we need to put a little bit of that red on the outside of the broom. Does that make sense? Oh, too much fun. Remember, guys, you want your pieces to tell a story. So, Dolores, now that we've got the time frame figured out, does this mean that you're going to be in more often? All right, let me pull this up. Now, again, just like I showed you on the hair, we need to follow our little stalks here. But don't take your stalks down any further with the darker colors than your circle of light. Dolores, it's a mix. A lot of my peeps like to watch what I'm doing and listen to what I'm doing, telling them, and then they'll replay the video the next day, and that way they can start and stop it. I'm going to put a little white on here. When I get to the second piece, which is not the buddy color, because I'm not the artist of these books, and I can't give them away for free, so unless people have the book, they'll end up coloring something else. By the way, this is how far we are on our junk. I'm starting to do a little bit of the quilt. So this is from my book, Quilted Treasures Jubilee, and I give it away. So every time I do a buddy color, I give away an image for people. Sometimes I give away two. Okay. Now let's go ahead and work on her skin color. I'm going to go with normal flesh tone colors. I'll pull a light, medium, and dark peach. Actually, it's a light, medium, and then I've got a Faber-Castell cinnamon pencil that I use. Let me show you the skin colors that I'm pulling. Okay, Thomas, welcome back. There's my light. There's my medium. Here's my dark. So these are the three I'm using for skin color. All right. So let's go ahead and start. Julie, good night. Glad you made it. Like I said, rather than doing a green, I'm going to go with the skin color. Notice I'm avoiding the mouth area, including the lips. Tani, good night. Glad you stopped by. I'm going to erase a little bit from her right eye. All right, I just had to pull my eraser out a little more. All right, same base color. Let's go ahead and start up on her hands. Oh, Thomas, like number 15. Hello, Luba. Luba dooba doo, so glad to see you. Luba dooba doo, so glad to greet you. Luba dooba doo, how are you doing? Okay. Luba, how is the world treating you today? Okay, back to the face. I said, how is the world treating you today? So now I've got my medium color. And this is where we're going to start to define the features. Now, notice my medium color. We're working on our edges. Again, for the moment, I'm ignoring the lips and the teeth. And down on the neck. Down in the valley, valley so low. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow. All right. Now we'll work on this other hand, or this hand. Oh, you were off from work. Good. And then we'll go over to the next one. And then I'm going to come in with my third color, which is my darkest. And this is where we're going to detail and shadow. Notice how I'm working around the outside of the nose. And around the outside of the skin by the hairline. A little bit in the center here. We'll add a little bit of shading here. And I'm going to come in with my brown and I'm going to do the eyebrows. Excuse me. Okay, then I'm going to take my darkest brown. I'm sorry, my darkest, it's the peach. And notice how I'm working the outsides here. Now we've talked about that before, that when you darken the outside of something like this, it makes it look rounded because the centers are lightened and it makes it look dimensional. Well, thank you, Thomas. So we have our light, we have our medium, and we have our dark. And then I'm going to come in with my red. We'll put a little red on the fingernails. Yeah, I've got the hair on fire, as well as the base of the broom. Oh, Dolores, you weren't calling me a scary old crone. Okay, let's get the other hand here. I'll go ahead and do my nails since I've got my red pencil. Let's get this in focus here. Yep, Domino and I had a good day today. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my darkest peach. And we'll hit the outside of that arm. And again, when you put that on there, it makes the arm look rounded. Remember, things that are lighter are what? Closer to you. Okay. And if you want to make that stand out a little bit, you can either take white or ivory and enhance that. Oh, I love shading as well. Okay. Oh, yeah. There is another finger. Thank you, Mamie. And then we'll come in with our shading on that one. Totally missed it. Thank you. Okay. So let's take a look at what we've got so far. Here's my circle of influence of the flame that I drew with a compass. So that means that everything that's inside that circle is going to be a little lighter, right? And we'll get to that as I continue with this. Okay. Mechanical pencil. I'm going to draw or add a tear into this dress. So let me get rid of my dividing line here. I'm going to lighten that pencil just. And then I'm going to start by adding my skin tone here. And this is the kind of thing I want you guys to think about. Then I'm going to come in with my medium, just a little bit. And then my dark. How many of you would have thought about doing this? So let's go ahead and put in a couple of more tears. Thank you, Blossom. Oh, let's see. I think I was off camera, sorry. I'm adding it right here. light color, a little bit of our medium, and our dark. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue with a couple more. I've got a few more minutes. Now be sure when you do the one on her arm that you are actually over her arm. And the reason that I say that is because this material drapes. So at some point in time, her arm's not going to be behind that. Right? So there's my outline. Last year you popped into one of your streams late and you were coloring a moon, clouds, and a witch flying on a broomstick. I thought it was original to the picture, but you mentioned I had drawn it. That's right. There's my light, a little bit of my medium, and my dark. Okay. Thank you, Luba. Now, I'm going to go artistic on you guys. So don't get offended. Her breast is probably about there. So I'm going to put a rip in the dress where a little bit of her nipple is going to show. So I'm going to erase that at the moment. And I'm probably going to run over time a little bit. So I'm going to come in with my light color. My medium color. And then my darkest color. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of a light brown. And we'll put a little bit of a nipple there. I'm doing this for the purpose of showing you how to do something like this. Oh, Dolores, you thought of that. Any questions? Excuse me. I'm going to come in with a little bit more of the dark around the outer edge. Finger blend. All right, let me pull out. There you go. And the thing is, guys, I've done it in such a way that you would never realize that wasn't there in the beginning. I hope you're learning something. Okay, calling it an evening. So Dolores, you had thought about showing a nipple, huh? Okay, this is Kirby Roseanne's Mystic World. Did I get that right? Mythic World. And if you have any questions about how to color a nipple, look it up on Google. And then the other piece I'm coloring for you is Quilted Treasures Jubilee. I'm starting to work on the quilt in the lower right-hand corner. I was also working on the water coming up around the boat. Guys, I hope you're learning something. I hope you have fun. Oh, Dolores, the minute I started to put tears on her dress, you thought of it? Good for you. Seriously, good for you. Guys, don't be shy about stuff like that. That's right, Blossom the Deaf. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I have 3 requests. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, please share your WIPs to your timelines. Oh, Luba, I'm delighted you came in. You came in just in time to see a nipple colored. And number 3, please share your colorings to other groups from my book. I would really appreciate that. All right, guys, till tomorrow night then. Bye.